disappears, but it says stream bad. We are not receiving. Ensure your connection is fast enough. This is weird. Is it working? Oh man, it is so broken. Right, that obviously doesn't work. It's saying that I could just throw this thing out of the window. It is not working. It is horseshit. Absolute horseshit. Is this where... Right. Is that it? I don't know if this is working. It says the stream is bad. I don't know what the hell is going on. I don't know what the hell is going on. Is it working? Because it's saying I've got a bad variable resolution stream, whatever that's supposed to be. Variable resolution stream, whatever that's supposed to be. Variable resolution stream, whatever that's supposed to be. Because it's all over the bloody show. It is. It's all over the bloody show. I could literally throw something at it. It is very annoying. Is it echoing now? Why are we hearing echo? I've muted everything. Where's the fucking echo coming from? Just I'm fed up. This is bull. Look, this is absolute bullshit. Bullshit. Oh, I can do that now. I don't know. Is it working now? Because this is... I don't even know what this is. I don't know what the hell. Oh, now it says stream is good. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Because I've been streaming at the same blooming resolution for the whole time. I reduced the frames. Anyway, I think we're here now. Are we here? I don't know. I don't. View on watch page. I don't know. I can't even do anything here. There's no controls. Is it good? Oh, I'm so pleased. I'm so pleased. I've been trying for 40 minutes. 40 minutes to get this working. 40 minutes. Oh God. If you could see what is behind the scenes at YouTube, because in the old days you could just go to air and it'd be da-da-da-da. Now you have to kind of create a stream and squirt your thing into the stream, but then I had like 5 streams and none of them was accepting the video, and I don't know what I'm doing, because in the old days it was just a simple process. But they've complicated everything, like they complicate everything. Everything is overly complicated. Of course, it's easy if you just pick your phone up and do it, but when you try and do it like this, yeah. Anyway, sorry about that. Sorry about that, everyone. Sorry. Payne's in. Cyrus is in. Sean's in. Ajax is in. Roger's in. Daniel's in. Payne's in again. Stygos is in. Cyrus is in. Wosley's in. Rene's in. Ryan's in. Payne's in. Jukabud's in. Rene's in. Daniel's in. Cyrus is in. Chris is in. Jukabud's in. Roger's in. We're doing it all again. What camera am I using? It's a 50 quid Panasonic one. It's what I've been using now on all the videos, like, because I got fed up with this piece of shit. See this piece of shit? It's supposed to be the best webcam on the market. Yet you try and record with it and end up like fucking Norman Collier. Piece of shit. £50 camera into a capture thing. Well, it weren't 50. It was more than that, but I got it off of Amazon Returns. It had no power supply, but I got a USB cable and plugged it in, and it worked. And that's what we're using. Because I got fed up with this. You know, modern life is rubbish, and I've told you that, haven't I? But yeah, so now my coffee's cold. Anyway, everything's okay. Sound proceeded over 1 second. Oh, that's good. Yeah, the echo is because because I had everything set up in the preview window, the normal preview, but because this is a different preview window, the audio was on, and so it was feeding back into the system, and so you was getting two Darrens, similar to what happened last week. But we're here, and it is 40 minutes of trying. Echo's gone. Thank you. Hello everybody. YouTube needs Calgon. YouTube needs a shot up the arse. I don't know. They're too busy pushing all these features like the members thing. You remember you can be a member. There's a load of Who reviews behind a paywall at the moment. When I do the rest, there'll be even more. Endless Wire. That one will be tomorrow, and then that's it. And then I'll have to do, I don't know, Queen again or something. Yeah, they push these things like the member and that even the member thing is wonky, because you can't set it that it's members only, and then you publish it and it goes to everyone. You have to kind of remember to publish it yourself, and so that's really not useful. And you know, I've got two members. So I need more members, because if we get more members at the top tier... Look, this isn't my idea. This is YouTube's idea, because they don't want to pay anyone with the advertising anymore, so they have to do this bloody paywall shit. I wanted a tip jar, like the gamers get. Gamers get a tip jar, then you guys can throw £1 in if you want to. But instead we have to have this fucking member system. I can't use it because... It's just, everything's complicated when it should be easy and simple, but they make it complicated. So if you want to thumbs this down because I'm e-begging or whatever, it's not my fault. It's the tools that they give me. Advertising revenue is toilet now anyway, but that's not my fault. That's just the way the system is. That's it. So they give you this membership thing, and you can set up various tiers. It's only £1, you know, or more expensive, you know. But you know, that's just because you have to do more than one tier. I don't think you can have just the one tier. You have to have more than one tier. You don't need my. You don't. This is bollocks. Nobody wants to hear this. I don't want to hear this. I don't want to think about it. Because it is boring. Life is boring. I'm sick of everything. It is getting to me now. I'm going gaga. I have had enough. And it's warm and hot. And it's too hot. And I don't like it. And I'm sick of it. And I'm fed up with everything. Anyway, ignore me. I thought I'd come on early because I was feeling a bit down. You know, I went a bit earlier today because of the heat, and it's warm, and you know, we have a garden I can't stand. Ugh. I'm a private man. I'm a private man. I like my privacy. I don't want to see people. I don't want people to see me. But I have a garden where every fucker can see me. And I don't like it. I don't like using it. I feel exposed. I feel like a sniper's going to shoot my brains out. But it's our garden. And I hate it. And I hate gardening. I fucking hate gardening. And if you ever try to mow a lawn with a rechargeable fucking lawnmower, I might as well use a pair of nail clippers. Nail clippers, that's what I might as well use. So I thought, I know, I'll get a gardener. So I put a call out. And this guy, he didn't call immediately. He called late in the day. I think was it Friday, Thursday? I can't remember. And I said, look, okay, well, come over. I want a quote. Oh no, send me a picture of your garden. A picture of my garden? Yeah. I said, okay, I'll text it to you. Oh no, don't do that. WhatsApp it to me. I don't use WhatsApp. Oh, okay, well, email it to me. I said, what's your email? So he tells me his name, and it's, I don't know. It was some ludicrously foreign name, and I mean like Spanish or something. I don't know. It had too many A's in it and too many E's in it. And I asked him to repeat it, and I wrote it down carefully. So I emailed him the picture of my garden, which is tiny. It's literally a 10-minute job with a petrol mower. But I don't want a petrol mower. Because I don't want to go to the petrol station with a jerry can and fill up a jerry can with petrol and keep that in the shed. Don't sit easy with me. I want somebody else to do it. I want somebody else to blow themselves up. It bounces back at me, doesn't it? It bounces back at me because he can't just accept me texting a photo of my tiny fucking garden. Because that's how stupid the world is. The world is stupid. Stupid. And then I come on here and I have to deal with this stupidness. It all used to work once until they improved it. Yeah, let's improve everything by making it worse. So if anyone out there wants to come and mow my garden, yeah, it's just soul destroying. It's a soul destroying job. You know, I can't mow the whole thing in one mow because the battery runs out, and it's 75 quid for an extra battery. Ryobi, 75 quid for a battery. So I can't afford 2 batteries, so I have to do 2/3 of the garden, and it takes like, I don't know, 5 hours for it to charge up again. And I have to go, it's like, oh, this is soul destroying. Soul destroying. Oh, I hate it. I hate everything. I'm in a bad mood. That's why you come here. Anyway, Brendan says, if you're watching Stackett's fans requests. Oh, it's boring. It's 3 minutes. He doesn't say, he's as bad as me. He don't fucking give you any details, does he? Doesn't it? It's boring. Boring. I asked for him to talk about jacuzzi. Did he talk about it? Did he fuck? Boring. Boring. Duke Bud says, good evening. How are you? I'm fed up. You might have gathered that. That seems to be the theme. The theme of the evening. How fed up I am. Just fed up. I'm just tired. I'm just tired. I had a small inconsequential life. But it was broken up by walking the boy to school and collecting him again and listening and doing all that stuff and the rhythm of the school year. And that kind of helped me peg, that was the peg that I hung my small inconsequential life on. And they took that away from me. And I'm just, I don't know. I had to tell myself this morning it was Tuesday. It's Tuesday today. It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Are you sure it's Tuesday? I definitely think it's Tuesday. And I'm just getting a bit tired of it. And Verity's tired of it. Herb's fine. Herb's actually dealing with it like a bloody pro. But me and V are just, we're, and the missus is all right because she's working from home. So again, nothing for her to. She knows what day it is. Well, thank God she's working from home. Otherwise, we'd all be on the street by now. But yeah, it's just there's only so many guitars I can restring. You know what I'm saying? Oh, the A10's on eBay if anyone's interested. Give generously, please. I might put up the Jethro Tull box sets as well, because I'm just fed up. I'm fed up with looking at everything. I'm just fed up with looking at all this shit. It's annoying me. Anyway, but don't mind me. Yeah, we're going through not so much a heat wave. We're going through spring, but it's a bit warm, and because we live in a flat, and the flat is very, very well insulated. It's great in the winter because we don't have to have the heating on that often. But in the summer, it's like a Turkish sauna in here. I have my little fan, my only fan, balanced on gear, and it's Drymo, is it? But yeah, it's a bit warm. But anyway, yeah, Ontario, Canada, and it looks better than the webcam. Yeah, you get the detail, you get the flavour. Look at it. Bathe in my gorgeousness. Look at it. Watkins is in. He says evening. Evening. Oh, where am I? I've lost the thing. Oh dear. Sorry says, when do you think you'll be able to get an improved HD or even a 4K camera? This is a 4K camera. But will it record in 4K? Will it fuck? It'll record, but the audio won't sync with it. And this is like I say, this is a 2019 Mac, and this is a piece of shit. This is the Rolls Royce of webcams, and it is horseshit. I don't really want to buy any more cameras. I don't want to. I mean, I've had this for years. I've had this for 3 years now. I don't really want to go the 4K way because it's a waste of time, because everybody watches it on a mobile, you know. And when I watch it on my 4K TV, and that's going wrong, because yesterday I noticed there's like a stain suddenly crawling across the screen. It's going slightly darker, and I've only had that. It's about be 2 years in September, I think, or August. 2 years I've had that. LG, don't buy LG, piece of fucking shit. I'm not spending money on a telly again. My other one, Samsung, was 9 years old. I only got rid of it because, again, the picture was slightly getting dark. This is doing the same thing 2 years in. 2 years in. I'm aggrieved. That was our fridge the other week. Our fridge started going weird. Frost free. Bollocks. I had to chisel a load of ice out of it, and then it started working again. And that was over a bloody bank holiday weekend, the other one that we had. And it was like, oh no, all the food's going to spoil. But luckily, I figured out what the problem was. I'm very aggrieved. I really am. I'm very, very aggrieved. Any rap or hip hop? Oh, anything by the Beastie Boys. Payne says, your video quality was its best around 2014-15. Well, that was one. No, I mean that was my Canon. I mean, if you're talking about the videos, that's my Canon camera, and I had that till last year. And I just got rid of it because it was a ball ache to import the files into the computer, and it'd take forever, and then sometimes it would fuck up, and it's like everything's a ball ache. Just want something to work, you know. This is working though. This is working good. I've achieved, because I don't want to piss ball about with gear. I just want to be able to turn on, do what I feel, and then fuck off again. I don't want to piss around. And it's all right if you want to look like a fucking 20-something YouTuber with a nice fucking haircut and a perfect smile. I don't. I want to look like an ugly old cunt. So this suits me fine. The Canon camera was great, but again, you can only record 10 minutes do 10 minutes at a time, so then you have to jerry rig a power supply to it. So I bought some weird cheap knockoff shit. Again, you don't want to know about this. It's all bullshit. All of it is bullshit. I hate it. I hate everything. It's all a waste of time. That's 3 minutes I won't get back. That's the kind of comments you get, because some cunt, you know, they let some cunt on here, and they should have do the Dominic Cummings intelligence test before they come on the internet. Yeah. Roger says, I've sold my VG8. Now I have to remove the Roland kit from my Jackson. Yes, Roger. Are you you're not the Roger from Facebook who I sent the template to, are you? Yeah, because someone on there wanted the template for. I don't know. I did show you this, didn't I? I'm going to show you again. Fuck it. I'm going to show you again because I did that. Do you remember? I did that and I printed these things. These are all 3D printed. Well, again, if it was you, Roger, I sent you the 3D print thing for that because I designed that. Again, the screw holes might be a little bit off, but you know what can you do? They're all individual, you see. But yeah, it's an easy way of doing parts, and yeah, I don't blame you, mate. I don't blame you. Oh boy, Cyrus says I agree. Nice visuals, depth of field. Yeah, but that's all bollocks, isn't it? That's the YouTube look. Who cares? You wanna be able to see the CDs on the back. They're all blurred. That's all. Again, that's all from a DSLR. And the great thing about this is I can hold up this £10 note and look. And it'll close up on it. It'll do a close up. You can't do that with a DSLR. Look at that. I can do that, and then it'll do the thing. Give it time. £50 camera. It'll come back on me again. But look, I can do that, and then it'll close up on it. Look at that. Can't do that with a DSLR, but you can do it with this camera. Can't do it with a DSLR. And if you do it with a DSLR, you've got to make sure you have a very quiet stepping motor in the autofocus lens, because autofocus on a DSLR when it comes to video is real shonky. So you can't do that. You just can't do that and get it to close. Look, you just can't do that. Yeah, you see? And that is so when I hold up like a record, I can go and look, and can you read the back of it? Can't do that with a DSLR. So yeah, you might have fucking bokeh. You might have bokeh. But I can say, look at the track listing, and you can all read it. You see? There's a logic, there is a method to my madness. Watched any good telly lately? No. Well, again, it all depends. Depends what you. I watched Annihilation, because we're doing a thingy. We was going through the films of the guy who wrote The Beach, and we did Annihilation the other night, and I thought parts of it were good, but the whole framing device of knowing that spoilers that certain characters were already dead ruined it for me, because there was no suspense and I didn't really care. And Natalie Portman, oh fuck me, it was up there with Black Swan. It was up there. But I'm watching this Trial by Media documentary. George Clooney's a producer. I'm watching that on old Netflix. Finished Kidding. Go watch Kidding with Jim Carrey. It was really good. What else have we done? There's a thing on BBC Two that I missed the episodes this week about the wannabe rapper, which I quite enjoyed. Little Dicky, and it feels like it's in the same universe as Donald Glover's show. I feel like they'd be in the same universe. But no, I've not been watching any television. Padgic says, what do I think of Frippin' Toys lockdown videos? Don't watch them. Don't subscribe. I caught Toys live stream on Sunday and that was really good. I enjoyed it. I could listen to her. She's a very interesting person to listen to. She's got some good stories in that. And hey, she's when I had her reviews of her album and Sunday All Over the World and whatnot up, she used to link to me and put me on her website, not like some other pathetic fuckers we could name. But no, I don't watch it. I don't care. But watching her live stream was interesting because she says about the featured artist being in that dangerous group and how, well, he ain't going nowhere until they come up with a vaccine. Think about that. He ain't going nowhere until they come up with a vaccine. He ain't going anywhere until... I'm just going to let that seep in. And that's probably going to extend to all the other old musicians out there. Tour's off, mate. Tour is off. You are in lockdown forever. And we've rid ourselves of the scourge of prog rock nostalgia tours. Thank God for that. Payne says, like an impromptu Tomorrow's World episode, nearly got a picture. Yes, exactly. I felt a bit Logie Baird then. Not Yogi Bear, Logie Baird. Logie Baird, he was smarter than the average inventor he was. He loved those picnic baskets. He did. Will I review Pete Townsend's Scoop? Probably not. Dave Watts says hi. Sean says, Dust for Kids alright DVD? Yeah, I've actually got it on order. I bought a copy off eBay second hand because I thought I'd do the review again. I ain't seen it since it was when it was issued back in the early 2000s. The missus brought a copy home. She got a copy and I watched it then. Yeah, so I'm going to do that again. Payne says, absolutely Payne. I can give that. Yeah, it is useless. Daniel says, good work with never loans his tools. Apart from the tools are to blame. Well, it's not the tools because my tools are my camera, but I squirt my digital detritus in the right direction, and it was going everywhere except to YouTube. It was going to Twitch and whatnot, but not to this lot. So, and also, what you don't see again in the morning, you're supposed to get the DVR of it, the replay. In the last few weeks, it's not been appearing, or it has been appearing, but it hasn't been appearing until late in the day. And it turns out it's quicker if I actually download the stream from Twitch, upload it again, and process it, and it's done in an hour, than waiting for YouTube to actually pull its finger out of its digital rectum and digital rectum. God, I'm good tonight. I'm really good. So yeah, so that's a pain. But you don't see all this. It all goes on behind the scenes, and it's boring, and I'm bored with it. Boring. Simon says, current change thoughts on Waters Gilmore website feud. I honestly figure that in the 70s, messaging confirmed with their albums, you think they'd know better. Well, Gilmore is a spent force. He says he's retired. He is now the Waters of the band because, you know, back in the 80s, Waters said, we're a spent force, Pink Floyd is no more. I've had people come at me saying, yeah, Roger Waters is in the wrong for saying that. But you've got to remember, Roger Waters, he was the creative force. You have people saying, oh, he was never the musician of the band. Go and listen to his demos, because he brought, like Townsend, fully formed demos to the group, you know, which the others embellished. So in the mid-80s, you had Rick Wright in a cocaine haze. You had Nick Mason driving his cars because he liked that kind of thing. David Gilmour was, I don't know, musically bankrupt. He had nothing to offer. So he's got a band where the other three members are not pulling their weight. What's he going to do? He's going to go, this band's done. Because he can't tour as Pink Floyd on his own. He can't fire them. He can't get them out. So he just winds it up. He thinks, I'm done. And then Gilmour goes, this is my big moment. And he gets the name. So now Gilmour's retired. Waters should come in and just tour as Pink Floyd with Nick Mason if he wants to join him. In fact, Nick Mason should, tour as the Floyd. It's just, it's just pathetic, especially not allowing Waters' work on the Pink Floyd website and Facebook page, because Gilmour gets a cut. He gets a cut of anything that his grubby little fingers was over back in the day, you know. None of them are right and none of them are wrong. It's just the way it is, isn't it? But don't talk to the fans like that, because they'll just go, oh, and they'll take a side, and you've got to have a side. I think, they're both right and both wrong. However, I do believe there's a power grab going on, and I think it's your fucking wife. It's your fucking wife. That's why Waters referenced Spinal Tap in his message, because Polly Sampson is pulling the strings. Like I said, I always wanted to know why Phil Manzanera got the sack, you know. Wanky says, when I want to super chat, I can't pay by PayPal. They want me to use their system. I decline that. Well, exactly. They don't make it easy. There should be a tip jar system. There is for the gamers, and and also they take a cut. You give me a bit of cash, PayPal take a cut, Patreon take a cut. If you want it all to get to me, probably best just to send me a $5 in the post, because even PayPal takes a cut. Everyone takes a cut, Everyone takes a cut. I mean, I sold some stuff via was it Bandcamp the other day, £4.99 the guy spent. I got £2.40 out of it. Woohoo! And they say Spotify's bad. You know, everyone takes their piece. So when you give me your money, you think, Darren's doing all right now. I am up to a point because everybody else takes their little bit, and then, and then when you transfer it to, when it gets transferred to, I don't know, is it PayPal or whatnot? Oh God, it's everyone has a cut. Everyone has a cut. But yeah. Cyrus says, I need to complain over stuff like this. It's a huge pair flan. This is truly disappointing. Yeah, but musicians are cunts. It's what it's like when you're a film director. One day, you'll think you'll be doing the right thing, and you'll hear someone whispering, "That's Cyrus. He's a right cunt. Look at him. Thinks he knows it all. Throws his weight around. Look at him making all the decisions. He's doing it all wrong." That's what happens when you're creative, because you have a way of doing things, and you have a way of things being the right way. Everyone regards you as arrogant or up your own arse or whatnot. It will happen to you. It will happen to you, my friend. Just you wait and see. It happens to all creatives. It's the creative way. That's why I don't work. That's why I work on my own. And because I'm an absolutely terrible musician. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Oh, God. Anyway, where are we? Brendan says, more David Sylvan, please. What, reviews? Yeah, I suppose I've got to do them again, haven't I? Munton says, I remember the one you had a gardening time-lapse video. Gardening? I don't remember that. He says, I remember it. I'm sure it's here somewhere. Be under YouTube. Is it under YouTube videos? Oh! I can't find anything anymore. No, I want Drobo. Oh, got a couple of gardening videos. Oh. I've got it here somewhere. It's around here somewhere. I wonder if it's under time lapse. Maybe I'll put time lapse in. Maybe that's what I need to do. Here we go. Hey. Oh. Hey, that was good, wasn't it? Hey, you say and I deliver. How cool is that? There you go. Payne says we're all going a bit mad here. I think too. Garrett says maybe pulling David behind the live stream issues right after hearing. Well, I think it's more just YouTube being very, very weird. It's a strange platform. They rolled out a beta version of the software that wasn't finished. The live streaming side of things is still kind of wonky and unfinished. It's just not good. It's not good. Where are we done? We're all done. I've lost the questions again. Sorry. Where have it gone? La. Payne says, my lawn tweezers are blunt. I know. Am I enjoying the nice new bass strings? Yes, I am. There's a really good video on my proper music channel. None of this horse shit. Which I demo. These wonderful black nylon. They're still strings, but they're nylon coated. And they're really superb. And so this is a fretless. I was going to sell this. I thought I'd had enough of it. Oh, I hate you. Oh. lemon oil. Oh, is there anything better? But again, what I've been doing to stop me from going mad is I've been Lutheran. No, Martin Lutheran. Luther. You know what I mean. Fixing guitars. And this thing, because this guitar, right? This is a crikey. This is an ESP LTD B205 SM FL SM Sported Maple FL fretless, and I got this off of a website, Guitar, where I buy some guitars. This was second hand, and I got this for the princely sum of £200 quite a few years back now, a couple of years back. Shouldn't have bought it, but it was near, when this is list price. This is like a £500 guitar, and I thought I'll have some of that. I'll have it. I'm going to have it because it has its own battery. It's got a battery in it. It's got a battery there. There's a battery. Look at it. Look at it. It's got a battery in it, and it's got EQ and that, and this split thing, and this thing, and this bridge that can either be through the body or through the so it's a very versatile guitar, and the other one is like it. My 6-string is in the same range, but I bought that years ago. I bought that in 2009. Where am I going with this? Yes, I got this, and what I did, it came with some strings, and they were round strings, and that means they have like little groovy bits in. And when I looked at the neck, they'd actually started gouging into the neck, and I wouldn't say I'm a heavy player. I wouldn't say I played it a lot. So I thought, oh, that ain't good. And I was looking at these for years. Literally, it's taken me like 2 years to buy these because they're £45. But they were 55 and they went down on Amazon. So I thought I'm going to give them a go. And if they don't work out, I'm selling the bass. I'm done. I had enough. So I took the old strings off, and I got some fine sandpaper, and I lovingly caressed and sanded the rosewood neck down lovingly, and got rid of the grooves. Just a light sanding. Make some dust, very carefully sanded it, cleaned it off, and then used some lemon oil, put the new strings on. However, the nut was broken here, because when I took the strings off, the nut came off with it. A part of the nut came off with it, so I had to glue it back on with some super glue. And I thought, that's why it was cheap. They must have known that the nut was a little bit wankered. I mean, I can replace that. It's £8 for a replacement nut. I've measured it up. Tusk replacement nut. That's my next job if I want to go there. Don't want to go there at the moment because I've got the strings on it. It's nice, and they're really nice, and they're kind of slippery and that kind of noise, and really kind of dubby as well at the end. At the end, the low B, it's like real nice dubby. Because I like him. I want to feel it. Problem is when you're recording with it, it dominates the mix. It's like really boo. So it's one of those things you've got to kind of use sparingly, but it's given new life to the guitar, and it's unique. It's giving it a unique sound. It's more like more uprighty, nylon-y, bassy type sound, which is really cool, really good. There we go. And I'm enjoying them. Brain says, get this guy to 2,000 subscribers. Oh no, I don't want to do that. I need 20,000. Was how many? It was like 5 short of 20,000, whatever it was. Didn't do me any good. Get the same amount of views that I get now. Made no difference. Don't subscribe, please. Just if you look at the videos. Munton says, do you wish to sell all but 4 or 5 discographies? Oh, what, in the collection? Well, obviously I'll keep Genesis. Keep Genesis. Keep Peter Gabriel. Keep my own. Maybe Laurie Anderson. Maybe a bit of Brian Eno. You know where I'm going with this, Penguin Cafe. yeah, there are, bands that I like and want to keep. It's just I realise that again, I have phases where I want to get rid of stuff. Years ago, before Verity was born, I had, oh god, how many crates? 6 crates of CDs. 6 crates of CDs. 6 crates, big blue crates of CDs. I didn't even have the CDs out; they were all in crates, and I sold 4 crates of CDs, and yeah, that was it. And I don't miss it. I don't feel anything because you have it, you listen to it, it's gone. Yeah. The stuff you go back to. I mean, I've always been of the mind that you only need like 10 albums. That's about all you need. Maybe 12, and that's about enough. Because I remember when I was young, I was first like collecting Queen. I was thinking, how many albums do you need? I was young then, though. But you should always own the things that you enjoy. This is it. And I don't know if I enjoy a lot of the music that I've got. It just sits there. Dog snoring. Whereas I enjoy the guitars. I really get a deep sense of joy looking at them and playing them and just feeling them. It's weird. It's odd. It's the tactile feeling, more so with what's going on at the moment. I've been playing a bit more. Again, trying to get my hands, because my hands, you don't know the pain that my hand has been in. And I've been really playing a lot of bass, just trying to get my fingers tough again. That one goes around the corner, look. So I've been really, I'm not eating as much meat. I'm trying to cut out all red meat, because again, if I've got arthritis or rheumatism, whatever it is, then red meat's no good for you. So I'm literally having the tiniest amount of red meat, a week, and I'm just sticking to fish and chicken. So what was I talking about? Guitars. Yeah, guitars are great. I love guitars. I want to buy more guitars. I've got this eye on this guitar that I want. I just want to try it. I'd like to do a guitar channel. I'd like to just, I like them. I really enjoy playing. I know I'm not the greatest guitarist in the world, but there's just I know it's an aesthetic thing that I just like looking at them. Midlife crisis, Darren. You can't afford a sports car and a leggy blonde. You just have to have a crappy guitar instead. Cyrus says, I understand if you're all here of different opinions, and I won't try and change your mind. What are we doing to improve global warming? Well, I walk everywhere. I don't drive. Like I said, I've cut back on my meat consumption, but I'm never going to give up chicken or fish. Sorry, never going to happen, because I can kill a chicken or a fish. I have done, not chicken, but a fish definitely. When we used to go fishing with my dad and that. We caught this eel once, and I had to batter it with the fishing rod. My dad had it under his coat because it was on the bank. Hey, hit it with a rod. So I've no compunction killing a fish. I could do a chicken, because chickens are dinosaurs. If they were like 6 foot tall, they'd eat you whole. So but a cow, little piggy, no. Little baby lamb, no. Couldn't do that. Ah dear. But yeah, Scott says, evening, hope you're bearing up. Oh no, terrible it is. Oh, it was you, Roger. Yeah, no, well hopefully they'll work. You need to find someone that does 3D printing. I found a place in the UK that does it. You just upload the template to them, and then you can print, 3D print them. It's expensive though. I mean, for me, I had to spend like 25 quid, I think it was. But it was alright because I was getting 2 of them done. So it kind of worked out. So yeah, you're looking at like £10 in the UK, £10 a print. But on the other hand, work for 2 guitars, and it would have cost me a lot more to get someone to make them by hand, or even if I tried it myself, because I don't have the tools to do it. So yeah, it kind of works out in the end. But yeah, I think there are places online where you can just upload the templates, the 3D templates, and then yeah, they send them to you. Easy as. I mean, in mine, I upload it, choose what I want, press pay or whatever, and literally 3 days later they arrive. It was really cool, really good, and they even include a little bag of sweets in the bag, in the box. That was nice touch. Pink says, hope we're all staying safe and having a good time. Well, I don't know about that. Scott Taylor thought the Queen was doing a broadcast. It was just awful. The first 40 minutes was awful. It's not my fault. I did my best. Cyrus goes, as a matter of fact, you can do automatic focus on DSLR. You just need to switch autofocus. True, but 1, slow. 3, noisy. 8, you've got to spend a fortune on the STM, which is the step-in motor on the Canon. I'm talking about the Canon lenses, and they cost a fortune. And Cyrus, I don't like it. I don't like it. Look at that. See? Zoom in. It zooms in. You can see the detail. Can't do that on a DSLR. Look at that. See? That's what I'm paying for. That's what I want to do. That's what I'm doing. I'm just showing off because I found this £10 on the street. I'm waiting for the Chinese to reopen, and I'm going to spend this on Chinese food. They've been closed. Walked past the night with Hannah, and they were cleaning. The lights were on. There was a ladder. They'd been cleaning. Fingers crossed. Oh, the white balance has gone a bit. Ooh, let's make it a bit. Oh, that's too bright. Let me make it blue. A bit brown. Oh, that's better. Now I look a bit. Make it brighter. Oh, my eyes. Oh, I can't see. It's too bright. What was I talking about? Yeah, Chinese might be opening. I might need to get some sunglasses. It's too bright. How do YouTubers sit under the bright lights for like that? And today on Prog Review, I can't see anything. Oh, Jesus. I've got colours in front of my eyes. Right, let me turn it down. Oh, look. Oh, it brings out the blue in my eyes. Look how blue my eyes are now. Look. Oh, so blue. And now I look like I've had too much to drink. But now I look like, I look like a skull on a stick with blue eyes. That's good, that. Oh, I'm just going to sit back here for a bit. I'll give myself a headache. I have. It's true. TGH says ABWH members are all alive. Too bad about Bruford retiring. I don't think you're going to get Wakeman and Howe on the same stage together. I don't think that's going to happen. Cyrus says it definitely makes sense not to bother him with 4K if you intend to have your videos only viewed on a phone. But on a 27-inch or larger TV it makes a fairly big difference. Cyrus, bollocks. Big airy bollocks. Bollocks. My videos look perfectly okay on an upscaling 4K television. Look lovely on an iPad. Look fantastic on an iPhone. 4K is an absolute waste of bandwidth unless you're unless you're making a movie. You know, unless it's a Hollywood movie. But for YouTube, waste of bandwidth. It really is. Sorry. Especially when you just got me talking at you. You don't need to see me in 4K. No one needs to see. I don't want to see myself in 4K. We have one mirror in the house. That's where I shave. That's it. No more mirrors. No more mirrors. I don't want to see myself in 4K. Never. Never, Cyrus. You are a whore. I mean, a resolution whore. Absolutely. Brendan says, Toya still got a good voice. She has. She has. I'm not a fan of her music, but I like her. She's good. She's all right. Her biography is good as well. I remember reading that when it came out. It's very good. Yeah, no. She's all right. And of course, she was in Derek Jarman's The Tempest, and you get to see her jubblies. Look, I stayed up, I watched it because I'm a big fan of Derek Jarman, okay? I didn't know I was going to see Toya's, chesticles. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I didn't tune in for that. I tuned in for the art. Heathcote Williams is in it. Heathcote Williams is the father of Charlie Gilmore, David Gilmore, on Those Awful Things. Heathcote Williams. Whale Nation, he wrote. He was a poet, wasn't he? He's in that. I've got the right film, haven't I? Or am I distracted by Toya's tits? I don't know. But yeah, Derek Jarman. I miss that guy. He was good. I miss all those directors. Jarman, Russell, Winner. Anyway. Chris says, we want to hear everything. Well, I do at least. Take your heart out. It's entertaining. It also gives other people a different perspective on their lives. Don't sit on the fence. I never sit on the fence. Brendan says, Brian May nearly died. I know. I tweeted about it. Yes, we're all getting older. We're all getting older, None of us are getting any younger. And poor Roger Taylor, his daughter's on the front line. She's a doctor. So he must be very worried about what's going on. So, Queen are under a lot of stress at the moment. But don't do gardening. That's the big lesson. Don't do gardening. It's dangerous. That's what I said to the missus. I ain't doing gardening. I could end up like Brian May. I could break my arse and then have a heart attack. You don't want that to happen. Because then who's going to fix the telly? Who's going to fix the telly? Who's going to fix the fridge? Eh? Who's going to make sure everything works? Who's going to use the internet? Who's going to use mobile banking to pay the bills? This is it. I die, the whole empire collapses. It's all over. It's all over for Lock Towers. It's going to fall into the sea. Fall into the sea. Munton says, what happened to Brian? Well, he was doing some gardening and he fell over, had a fall, ripped his glutamus maximus, which are the muscles in his arse. If only Freddie was here, he would so have enjoyed that. And then, whilst recovery, had a minor heart attack, and now he's got 3 stents in his heart to keep him alive. And yeah, very worrying. Poor old Brian. Very worrying. Digital Rectum is a great album title, absolutely. Did it involve a badger? No badgers were involved. Payne says, the fact that people still think Waters only wrote the lyrics boggles me. Well, I believed that, and then that was when I was like 12, or whatever it was, when I got my first Dark Side of the Moon. But you read up on these things. And like I say, I mean, when all this stuff happened in the mid-80s, Gilmour was going around saying, well, I played all the bass on the Pink Floyd albums. It got very bitchy, very catty, indeed, And I think, again, this is where a lot of the misnomers grew up, that, Waters just wrote the words, Ah, well. Right, Watkins says Waters makes Pink Floyd more interesting. Payne says I didn't realise Manson never got the boot on that Gilmour tour. Reason was to do other projects. Nah, him and the keyboard player Carol. I don't know, someone who's playing keyboards. They both got kicked off the tour, but it was sudden and it was surprising because again, Phil Manzanera and Gilmour, are big pals, and Manson helped construct that Endless Dribble. He was the one. He was the architect of it. He looked at the tapes and pulled it into some sort of shape initially. No, it's just a bit odd, And again, you wonder if it's your fucking wife. You think it's a bit Spinal Tap-ish, seeing as that, Manson was there for a lot of those tours and that. And Manson jokes that it's because he kept getting the opening to Shine On You Crazy Diamond wrong, which beggars the question: if Manson is playing the first 4 notes of Shine On You Crazy Diamond, what the fuck is David Gilmour doing? Oh, there you go. Mopflot is Holla. It's clicking. I can hear clicking. Favourite Gable Genesis album? Why? I don't know. Whatever one you want it to be. Martin says, what happened if Pink Floyd played fictitious sports live? Everyone would fall asleep. Oh, don't keep asking. Patrick Toomer says, have you ever suffered with imposter syndrome? No, not really. You think you're not good enough. I don't feel like I'm an imposter. I feel like sometimes I feel like I'm not good enough, but that's not imposter. Imposter, I don't know, is that the same thing? I don't know. I always remember once when I was going to do Professional Pride, I think I remember the first time I had that, I was going to do the photography at I was a member of Her Majesty's Press. I had to go to this lottery, national lottery check thing, and Michael Barrymore was there, and he was doing the presentation. That was before all the splash, glug, thing. And I remember taking the photos and being, because I was doing photography. I do everything. I'm a photographer, make the kit tea. All that stuff. That's what you do when you're editorial assistant. You do everything. And I just thought, I wish my grandparents were here, because they'd be so proud of me, doing what I'm doing. They'd have been made up that I was, I had an SLR camera slung around my shoulder, like Peter Parker himself, taking photos at this press event. And I just was made up with it. But no, never an imposter, because I've always worked hard to get where I'm going. Sometimes I think, oh God, I'm a complete disaster, but never an imposter, because I've always worked hard to get where I'm going. So now I don't work at all. I try, I apply for jobs. I am available if anyone out there, if anybody out there wants me. I used to be somebody once. I could have been a contender. Payne says, I think I'm watching, but my paint and tyres on new model. Yeah, Payne does these amazing Airfix kits. Go and check him out. Airfix kits, it's the future. Favourite Hitchcock film? Frenzy. Lovely. Brendan asks, are the Tull reissues finished? Well, they're supposed to be doing Benefit again, apparently, but I know Ian Anderson said at this time, why would we want to put that out? Why would the record company put that out when people are struggling, Oops. So he's got a point there. But yeah, because isn't it something like the 50th anniversary of that or something? I don't know. Sorry, says, any other albums you believe Steve Moore should remix? No, we're done. No more remixes. It's boring. I'm bored with them. You listen to them once, you put them away. That's it, and then I go back to the original mix. No more. We're done. It's boring. Lemon Oil is great. It sure is, Russell Watkins, it sure is. Patrick asks, where did the idea of creating a YouTube channel come from? Why did you start to decide taking it seriously? Well, I never took it seriously. I started a YouTube channel back in 2006 in an attempt to tell people about the Ashbury base, because I had a lot of people coming to my web blog, because I had a web blog. I still got a web blog, I don't use it though, but website, web blog, whatever, asking about the Ashbury base, because I don't know, I'd done a review of it, or took some pictures of it or whatnot, and I thought, hey, YouTube, this is a thing, why don't I make a video? So one Friday afternoon I set my camera up, I made a video and uploaded it to YouTube. And then after that I started doing improvisations. It was all music, it was just none of this shit. So 2006, 2007, improvisations, just, you know, recording music, having fun, doing that kind of thing. You can see that on my all that stuff on my music channel. Then had a baby, got the shop, didn't do anything. Did one video 2008, Seville, which is, again, was a live improvisation, one of my best. I really like that one. And then 2009 did a few more, did a couple of bad cover versions, Love Will Tear Us Apart, King's Lead Hat, amongst others. Did some more musical stuff, didn't do much in 2010. Then in 2011 got rid of the business, moved back here, and noticed that no one was reading my reviews on my web blog. And at that time YouTube and Google had kind of got together, and I was thinking, well, Google do the search engine, so if I do videos on YouTube and link them back, like reviews, that's one way of getting traffic. And that's how it started. And then the whole becoming a partner was a thing, and you had to, it was really stringent, and it took me a year. It took me a year to get my partnership. I got my partnership on the 29th of February 2012, which was a leap year, and on the 1st of March they announced that everyone could apply for partnership without having to fulfill any criteria. Worked a year for that, a whole year. Those were the days. But I've never really taken it seriously. It was just a means to make money. It was just a means to pay some of the bills, because you know, we don't have a lot of money. Well, we get by, but it's nice to pay the phone bill or whatnot, you know, the internet bill. So yeah, but no, I don't really take it seriously. It's all a bit of a joke, isn't it, really? It's all a bit of fun. You know, and then you make all these videos, and then you go, oh, blimey, and then you get an audience, and then people want to watch you, and then you kind of go, oh, right, better carry this on, you know. So it's just a thing, really. Thing is, YouTube is a horrible mistress, and it's really hard to get people to see your videos these days because of the way it's all structured. It's structured to the big hitters, because, you know, they get views, and views equal advertising, and advertising equals money, you know, and if you ain't got the views, then you're not going to get seen. You know, it's really tricky. It's really tricky to get seen now. So, you know, but, you know, keep doing it, keep playing the game, see what happens. You know, get a few records, buy a few records, just try and have fun with it, really. Thanks for asking. Metal Madness says, good question. Wilson isn't bald for anymore. Oh, okay. So about Jethro Tull, didn't know that. Tim Jones says, shame the Floyd members in their old age just can't enjoy the success and artistic credibility they had back in the day. No one is interested in their bickering anymore. Oh, they are, because you get views. Madness says, I'll pick up Broadsword and that'll be it for me. Munton says, have you ever heard of the bassist Michael Manring? Rings a bell. Payne says, I hope the Toll series keeps on going. I really like an Abe remix. If it's jack shit doing it, it'll sound terrible. I'll still buy it. Well, there's always the extras. Ian Anderson, if you're out there, I'm your biggest fan. I'm the biggest Jethro Tull fan in the world, and everyone in this chat room would attest to that. If you're watching, Ian, and I know you are, you're bound to be watching, because I imagine you've got lots of free time on your hands. You're probably just thinking, what's this? Let me watch this video. This handsome chap, he looks like he knows what he's talking about. I am available for remixing. I'm cheaper than Wilson, and I'm better than jack shit. That's my tagline. Cheaper than Wilson, better than jack shit. Alright, that's it. I've sold myself. Hustle, hustle. Payne says, I'm watching again now after washing my brush. Got to keep your brush damp. Metal Madness says, actually I'll probably grab A as well, since it's literally the only Tull record I don't own. And I've never owned. See, this is how big a fan I am, he says. Reaching backwards. Don't fall off your chair. Look what I got. Look what I've got. You ain't got that. I ain't got that. And look, they're all in their boiler suits. Look at that. But this has got the DVD, Slipstream. It's a bit of an odd one, isn't it? Slipstream. Bit of an odd one. But right, so there's the inner. Can't do that on a DSLR, Cyrus. Can't do that on a DSLR. Where did it go? Oh. After Jean-Michel Jarre, before Daniel Lanois. Everybody knows that. Oh yeah. Where are we? Manky Poo says, if you get 10,000 subscribers, you're a mainstream sellout and can't possibly seem to communicate here. At 20,000, I was just shy of 20,000 when I nuked it, and it didn't really help much. I get as many views here, views, yeah, traffic. That's it, traffic. That's the word I was looking for. Traffic. I get as much traffic as I did in the old days. So subscribers don't really mean anything because you are my audience. You are my core audience. I have my core audience, and I'm pleased with that. I can't seem to grow it because, again, some people like what I do and understand where I'm coming from, and that's great. And I love you guys for understanding me. You know, and that humbles me. Well, yeah, I mean, it humbles me to think that you're with me and you do pop by. Again, it deeply humbles me. And of course, a lot of people out there don't like what I do, and they don't have to tell me. And I don't get it because all I do is talk about music. I don't drown kittens in the stream or anything. I just talk about albums. You know. There you go. But the insults are coming back again, so I know I must be doing something right. They're coming back. They're coming back at me. There you go. Patrick Shrimp says, favourite King Crimson album? I don't know that band. Sorry, I don't know that one. Daniel, I nearly said Diane Carroll. Diane Carroll. Daniel Carroll says, if you could keep one album, what would it be? It would be my own. It would be God Pays Debts Without Money. He says, pointing at the artwork. Seriously, well, it's got to be Night Song, isn't it? By Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan and Michael Brook. Oh, God, me. Sorry, I'm tired. It's the heat. It's the rhythm of the heat. The rhythm is around me. The rhythm is around me. Pegasus says, how's your groove been? It's been 40 minutes late, my son. 40 minutes late. Patrick says, favourite King Crimson? I don't know that band. I've never heard them, so sorry. Patrick says, thoughts on the Criterion collection? Oh, you mean like the the old DVDs and Blu-rays. They're right expensive. I had a couple back in the day. I had Brazil, and I had Fear of Loathing in Las Vegas. There's a link, isn't there? There's a link there. I haven't bought too many of them because they're expensive. The Brazil one I actually bought when I was in America. It was on DVD. Didn't have Blu-rays then, but there you go. TJ says, what unboxing gets the most views? I'd probably be a Pink Floyd one. I don't know. Watkins says, I get the guitar thing. There's a couple more I'd like one day. Exactly. There's something about guitars. Again, I can't tell you because this guitar, there's only one in the UK that's left. I mean, there might be some more coming in, but whoops, what's that? But there's this guitar, and it's like there's only one left. And I'm like, oh, should I get it and do a video on it? And I can always sell it on. Don't have to keep it. Do I? Don't have to. Could sell it on. Just something to do because I'm feeling a bit, Agassi says, are there any bands and albums you've gone off? No, there's no band or their albums that I've gone completely off. No, or their featured artists. Payne says, the best acoustic guitar is a fret buzz from a worn third fret, but it still looks and smells nice. Guitars are great in many ways. Well, they become a companion. They become an extension of yourself. And the dead spots and the bits and the bobs, and this is it. Like I said, the A10 is on sale. It's ready to go. I hate selling instruments. I really do. I hate doing it. But once they're out the door, I feel a lot better. My iPad fritzed out at the weekend. That's up for sale if anyone wants it. The colour went well. I did an update, a firmware update, whatever, and the colours have just gone weird, and I can't fix it. So I had to buy a new iPad. I didn't want to buy a new iPad. I like my old iPad. My old dog's barking. Listen. Woof, 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 woof. 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 That's it. The only time she barks is in her sleep, or if she sees a dog when we're out and they bark at her. She doesn't bark in the house, only when she's asleep. Funny that. What was I talking about? I don't know. Cyrus says, yeah, Darren, I'm literally trying to help someone on Facebook right now by recommending them on how they could vent their problems, and a couple of people are demonising me for it. But yeah, Cyrus, the thing is, right, no matter what you do, there'll always be someone that's out to get you. And I wish I could remember the lady's name. There's this lady, and she was dying of cancer. And she was cycling around the UK, raising money for cancer charities. She was terminal, dying of cancer. And I read an interview with her before she passed, and she spoke about, I wish I could remember her bloody name, it's most annoying, and she talked about the hate mail she used to get, that she was faking her cancer, that she was doing it for attention, that she was keeping the money, that she was a fraud. This woman was dying of cancer and used her final moments of life on this planet Earth to do good, to raise money for others. That's it. That's all you need to know. If they're going to go for her, you're fucked. I'm fucked. We're all fucked. You know what I'm saying? Because they're going to come for us no matter what we do. You know? I'm not a bad guy. I like to think I'm a good guy. But people don't like me. Yeah. That was a funny noise. Sounded like the air went out the dog there. Oh, she's doing it again. Roof. Roof. Come on, give me a little bark. Woof. strange. But you know, I'm so evil that a band wants to destroy me because of the things that they think I've done. It's all bullshit. It's all bullshit, and I don't care. I don't give a fuck, because in the grand fucking scheme of things, you're not important. You will be forgotten. And that's why you don't want to be known as the featured artist. You want to be known as the featured artist because you're desperate. You're desperate for recognition. One album. That's all people know you for. One album. Desperate. Oops, sorry. Yeah, so do what you can, Cyrus, and ignore them. A wise man once told me, remember, fuck 'em all. Favourite brand of anything? Well, it'd be Fender guitars. Gotta be. Munton says, when it comes to playing, I'm more a keyboard and percussion guy. Wouldn't mind learning ukulele. Ukulele. Now that is a YouTube instrument, isn't it? Patrick Toomey says, have you ever been stalked? Oh yeah, I was stalked at the very beginning. I've told this story before, but I would tell you again. It is 1996. Dial-up modem. I discovered the joy of like MSN chat rooms. I hang around a few chat rooms. I've talked to some women. Nothing weird, just chatting. Oh, America. Because you've got to remember, back in those days, there was no webcams, there was no audio, there was none of this. And it was like, oh, you're in America. Well, that's cool. I mean, I'm in the UK, and you know, you talk about the small things in your life. And I got chatting to a couple of women there. One of them, oh God, I was good friends with her. Then she went off the scene. Last time I heard from her was the time of the 7/7 attack. She I think she gave me a phone call, asked me if it was all right. But I haven't heard from her since, and I don't know where she went. She was always moving from place to place. And there was this other woman, and you know, it was just harmless, flirty crap. It was just nothing, you know, just stupid jokes, just, you know. And then one day, when at work, I got a package through the mail from America, and I opened it, and there's this woman declaring her dying love for me. And I'm like, oh shit. So I lie low. I don't want any part of this, because she's found out where I worked. Oh yeah, I speak to her, so what's going on? Oh yeah, it cost me a lot of money to find out where you were, because I inadvertently said what I was working at, like not the company but the realm that I was working in. She tracked me down, and then she phoned me up at work and threatened to kill herself. And I said, you better do it then, because this isn't going any further. And it was frightening, because I don't know what she was seeing. You know, I was just, like I said, just some people online, like we're talking now, but typed out. You know, I was out with the missus, for Christ's sake. You know, married, for Christ. Well, we weren't married then, but you know, a couple of years later we were married. But yeah, I mean, again, it's weird how people perceive things. Because I spoke to my other female friend. That sounds bad, but you know what I mean. In the same way, she didn't come on to me. She didn't think I was coming on to her. But this woman. But anyway, I get her off. She goes in a huff, and like months later, this other friend says, "Oh, you do know she managed to lure a bloke in. She actually left her husband and her kids and went off and not married, but went and lived with this other guy in another part of America, and that's what she was out to do." She was using it as an escape route out of her relationship. And yeah, so yeah, I was stalked. It wasn't very nice, didn't like it, and so I don't do that kind of stuff. I mean, yeah, I do this here, but I'm very careful about online friends, because I have people come, you know, approach me and go, oh, I've met a few people online, but I vet them, you know, vet them first. But yeah, it was scary, and that was very early on. That was, like I say, 96. and scared the bejesus out of me. It did. And again, well, of course, the missus knew all about it once the package arrived. It's like, you never believe what happened. She goes, "What have you done?" "I've not done anything. I didn't do anything. I'm innocent." But what you perceive to be one thing, somebody else can perceive to be another. That's why you've got to be very careful on the internet with how you communicate and what you say to people, and how you communicate things. And this goes back to Cyrus. Your intention might be one way, but people can interpret another way. And again, this can be a cultural thing, it can be intelligence, they're stupid, it can be just a complete miscommunication. So yeah, the internet, a scary place, isn't it? Hutchinson says, if you have eye trouble, go for a test of Barnard Castle. Indeed. Daniel says, you've channeled Phil Collins with the bright lights. Exactly. I know, the lights. Garrett says, Wakeman would be eating curry during Steve Howe solos. I think this is why Wakeman said, I'll never play with them again. I think it comes down to Steve Howe. Stop going on about the fancy. Look, if you want the fancy quality, have a whip round. Everyone just put I don't know, a couple of quid in a pot, because it's going to cost about 500 quid for me to get a DSLR back. All right, 500 quid. I don't have that money. I don't have that dispensable income. And we can do it again. I had that camera for a long time, and I thought, I better sell, because I get a bit edgy when I've had stuff for a long time. I like to sell it on before it breaks. Crikey. Well, this is the camera I do all the unboxings with, right? This is the camera I've done the guitar strings video with. It's a Panasonic, and I've had it since 2011. Look at it, it's got dents in it. See that big dent in it? But it's the best camcorder that you can get. It's lovely, and you can put a lens on it to do wide angle. Look, it's got a lens on it. Look at that. Look, it comes off. It says, bought this. I see it comes off. And that's a macro lens there, so you can do close-ups. But yeah, DSLRs are expensive. And if you want me to get a 4K one and go 4K, that's a Canon 250D. I've looked into it, and they're about 500 quid. And like I say, I ain't got the money to do that. YouTube ain't paying me enough to do that. So this is what we're doing. This is the quality we've got at the moment, and so be it. But like I say, if you want to have a whip round, 500 quid. I'm going to say it again, 500 quid. Because that's it. I'm not going to do a GoFundMe for a camera, because I'll cobble this 50 quid. This was 50 quid. This was 50 quid. Because nobody wanted it, because it came in a tatty old box and it was missing a battery and the charger. That's what we're doing. 50 quid camera. Alright. But part of me would like to go back to that. Part of me would like to. But, it's just, it's justifying the expense. It is an expensive business, especially when I don't have the viewers. And I don't believe the camera you use or the video quality makes much difference. I think the audio quality is the most important thing. You can hear me. Can you hear me at the back? Roxy Music's performance at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Do you know what? I don't think I've even seen it. Lenin's in. Oh, good. I'm glad everything's calming down for you there. Woohoo! The zombies. I don't do the zombies. Sorry. Frenzy is a great film. Lenin says, let's to Sgt. Pepper on mono. Found certain elements were missing from the stereo versions. Thoughts on mono? Stick your finger in your ear. Cyrus says, oh, here we go. Why would you listen to? It's like a film being in colour and then you watch the black and white version. It's bullshit. It's just pretentious bullshit. Bullshit. Swans. I don't like swans. They can break a man's arm with a beat of their wing. Oh, it's gone a bit stuttery again. Encoded overloading. Consider what? How can the encoder be overloaded? That makes no sense. Oh, what the fuck is wrong with this thing? Now what? Now what? Seriously? Don't care. I'm not listening to you. See, now you're not overloaded. Oh, it's absolute bullshit. That's what it is. Bullshit. It's all bullshit. Oh God. Oh God. Payne says the Slipstream DVD has some laughably bad effects on it. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's odd. It's fun. It's fun. You know, like the 80s. Quantel. Was it called Quantel? Was the video effects unit that they used to use to bounce things all over it. I love that stuff. Oh, Led Zeppelin. Oh God. Oh. Led Zeppelin. Yeah, that was it, Stephen. I think that was her name. Yeah, that was the one. Yeah. I think that was her, Stephen Hutchison. Jane Tomlinson, I think that was the lady. Like I said, I remember reading an article about her and she was doing an interview, and I just read these terrible things and it made me weep. It really did. I just burst out crying because I'm getting upset thinking about it. Because how could you think such wickedness? I don't get it. But that's people. That's people for you. That's people. Oh, did I watch Picard? Oh, fuck, I did. That was a waste of time. Absolutely awful. And that's it. We've got to the end. Thank you for watching. I'm going. My eyes are dry. It was an absolute disaster. I'm really sorry about the beginning. It wasn't my fault. It was YouTube. And hopefully this should look nice. This should look nice in the morning. Have I cried on the live stream? What do you mean? I won't cry on the live stream. I can't do it because I can cry to order. You got to watch out because I'm a devious sod. I can cry to order, but the fan is drying my eyes out, so I can't quite. Wait a minute. I've got a bit of moisture there. Got a little bit of moisture. You have to take my words for it. Anyway, I'm off. It was awful. I'm sorry. We'll try and do it properly next time. There may be a few test streams. If you see testing, that's me testing. Because I want to get to the bottom of why this is all this shit. And have a good one. Eh? Remember, if you can't be safe, if you can't be good, be safe. I'll get it right. I'm tired. More importantly, don't tell your mother. Ta-da.